Livestock densities in Ethiopia are amongst the highest in Africa, in many places far exceeding carrying capacity. When grasslands get no time to recover, they degrade. Land becomes barren. The impact is reflected in the landscape, on animals, and on the people. But changes are happening. Visit the Ethiopian highlands and you will see the transformation. People realize that watersheds could only be managed properly by controlling grazing. Under the National Sustainable Land Management Programme, 3 measures, combined with soil and water conservation, are key to these changes. First, area closure to exclude livestock. This implies entire protection of land from grazing. National guidelines advise closing selected areas before the annual rains begin. Only a few places are closed by physical barriers. Mainly it is achieved by social fencing, people agreeing to keep livestock at home, resulting from community agreement. Benefits are the greatest when communities directly manage the enclosed areas themselves, where they share a commitment to improve their land. In places, trees are also planted. Nothing is harvested until 80% of the land is covered by grass. So land enclosure leads to better vegetative growth. Indigenous biodiversity returns, and carbon is captured in the soil and trees. In turn, the improved vegetation is cut and carried by hand. That's the second key measure, to feed the livestock at home. The animals are healthier, and a virtuous cycle is established. The grass is harvested and fed green, at its most nutritious stage, just before flowering. Some is dried and stored as hay, to be fed to hungry animals in the dry season. The third innovation is livestock fattening programs, which have been developed alongside cut and carry. Farmers are trained in livestock nutrition and in disease prevention too. Animals put on weight more efficiently. Now families have more productive livestock, yielding more milk and growing quicker, eliminating the need for open grazing. Livestock keepers have an incentive to keep fewer, more productive livestock, leading to reduced pressure on the land. As a result, aquifers are recharged. Wells fill up with more water for the home. Irrigated crops can now be cultivated too. Fertile fields in the valleys are protected from erosion and flooding. Indigenous biodiversity is returning to the hills and the valleys. The land is becoming more resilient to climate change, and the people are learning to be climate smart.